Do you ever feel like there are these invisible chains holding you back? Perhaps that sudden, overwhelming surge of anger that blinds your reason, the persistent, gnawing anxiety that creeps into your quiet moments, or those frustrating waves of emotional turbulence that can hijack your entire day, consume your thoughts, and steal your precious, irreplaceable inner peace. What if the master key to finally, decisively breaking these chains, to unlocking a profound and lasting emotional freedom that allows you to navigate life with grace and strength, wasn't some complicated modern therapy technique or a fleeting, superficial self-help trend, but rather a set of timeless, battle-tested secrets, a profound wisdom passed down to us through millennia from the incredibly insightful ancient Stoic philosophers. Well, get ready, because today we're not just talking about merely coping with or surviving difficult emotions. We're unveiling 7 practical, deeply actionable Stoic lessons that will genuinely empower you to truly master your emotional landscape. These lessons will equip you to navigate absolutely any of life's storms with an unwavering, quiet resolve, and to cultivate a life characterized by deep, resilient, and authentic calm. This, my friends, is your clear, well-lit path to becoming truly, unshakably you. The great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, a man who faced immense pressures, betrayals, and the burdens of an empire, once powerfully stated in his private meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." It's a declaration that resonates with such profound truth even today, in a world where our emotions can often feel like turbulent, unpredictable waves, constantly threatening to pull us under, to overwhelm our rational thought. How do we genuinely find that steadfast anchor he spoke of? How do we cultivate that inner citadel of calm, that unbreachable fortress of the self that the Stoics are ardently pursued? Join us today as we explore 7 powerful Stoic lessons, timeless pieces of wisdom that truly hold the key to mastering your emotions and navigating life's inevitable storms with a quiet, unwavering resolve. Now, before we begin this enlightening journey together, a journey that has the potential to reshape how you experience every single day, I would sincerely appreciate it if you took a moment to like this video. Your support in doing so, that simple click, genuinely helps me to continue spreading the valuable and life-enhancing philosophy of Stoicism to more people around the world who might be seeking its guidance and solace. And if you're not already subscribed to our channel, I warmly recommend you do so, and also activate that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future video lessons, each one designed to empower your mind, enrich your spirit, and bring greater clarity and calm into your life. Alright, let's dive into our very first, and perhaps most foundational, lesson. Lesson number 1. Profoundly understand and fully embrace what is genuinely within your control. Have you ever found yourself caught in one of life's sudden storms, those unexpected events, deep disappointments, or sudden changes that rock your world? The Stoic philosophers offer a sturdy anchor, the dichotomy of control. Picture planning an important outdoor event, and despite all meticulous preparations, it suddenly starts to rain. You cannot control the weather, no matter how much you might wish, but your reaction to that rain, that, my friends, is entirely, unequivocally up to you. You could lament, get frustrated, or you could adapt, perhaps move the event indoors, or even see the rain as an unexpected, refreshing change, a chance to embrace spontaneity. Epictetus, a remarkable Stoic philosopher who rose from slavery to become an influential thinker, put this core principle succinctly: some things are in our control, and others not. It sounds deceptively simple, yet within this simplicity lies a profound, life-altering wisdom. Every day, we face a myriad of situations, Some we can directly influence: our daily routines, the books we read, the company we keep, the effort we bring, and most importantly, our own thoughts, judgments, and voluntary actions. But many others are entirely beyond our grasp. Global events, the actions of others, the passage of time, past events, and yes, the weather. The Stoics passionately believed our well-being, our inner peace or eudaimonia, depends not on these external events themselves, but on how we consciously interpret and choose to respond to them. It's rarely the event itself, they argued, but our often unexamined judgment about it that is the true primary cause of our distressing emotions. Recall a setback in your own life, perhaps a job you didn't get. At the moment, it likely felt disastrous, but with time, perhaps it revealed itself as a blessing in disguise, leading to a better opportunity or significant personal growth. This retrospective clarity is wonderful, but Stoicism teaches us to cultivate that wiser perspective in the moment of adversity itself. So, how do we put this powerful principle into consistent daily practice? It starts by asking yourself in any distressing situation, is this particular aspect something I genuinely control? If yes, then take wise, virtuous action. If no, then that situation becomes a valuable opportunity to practice acceptance, adaptability, and emotional resilience. By truly internalizing this principle, we free ourselves from a tremendous amount of unnecessary anguish and navigate life with greater calm, knowing that while we can't always control the winds, we can always adjust our own sails. In a world that often feels chaotic, the dichotomy of control is a steadfast beacon of clarity, reminding us to focus our precious energy where it truly matters most, on our own character and responses, and to embrace the profound serenity that comes from wisely accepting that some things are simply beyond our grasp. This leads us gracefully to lesson number 2, cultivate the invaluable art of reflecting before reacting. In today's hyper-fast, digitally saturated age, where immediacy is often celebrated and instant reactions are the norm, the ancient art of thoughtful reflection can seem like a quaint relic. Yet, it is this very act of consciously pausing, of deliberately pondering before speaking or acting, that can be our greatest saving grace. We face countless decisions daily, from the mundane to the monumental. What truly matters isn't just the decision's magnitude, but how we approach it. Imagine reading a message that strikes a sensitive nerve, a critical colleague, a thoughtless friend. The gut reaction might be defensiveness or anger. But what if, instead of impulsively diving into that emotional whirlpool, you consciously took a step back? This momentary detachment isn't suppressing emotions, it's wisely giving them space to breathe, to be acknowledged and understood, rather than just impulsively acted upon. This pause is where wisdom is born, where you reclaim your power from the trigger's immediacy. This invaluable practice of reflection is not about passive acceptance of wrongdoing, nor is it cowardly avoidance. It's about active, courageous engagement with our own internal landscape, our thoughts and feelings. It's about developing the habit of asking ourselves probing questions. Why did this affect me so deeply? What underlying beliefs, past experiences, or unhealed wounds might be influencing my current emotional state? Is my intense reaction truly based on the present situation, or am I unknowingly dragging unresolved past baggage into this moment, distorting my perception? These are essential questions for self-understanding. Moreover, consistent reflection before reaction powerfully fosters empathy. Giving ourselves time to process our initial flare-up allows us to genuinely consider others' perspectives and potential circumstances. Maybe that critical colleague was having an incredibly stressful day. Perhaps that friend truly didn't realize their words' impact. By reflecting and considering these possibilities before leaping to harsh conclusions, we open the door not just to greater self-understanding, but also to a more nuanced understanding of those around us. In all relationships, this practice can be a cornerstone of health and longevity. How many misunderstandings could be avoided? How many bridges of connection built if we simply took more time to reflect before reacting? It's often in these quiet, introspective moments that we discover true clarity, genuine compassion, and deeper human connection. Professionally, the ability to pause and ponder is an invaluable asset. Leaders who consciously reflect before acting are almost invariably more respected and effective. They are seen as thoughtful, measured, and wise. Their decisions, born from reasoned reflection rather than hasty impulse, often stand the test of time. In a world moving at breakneck speed, choosing reflection becomes a form of quiet rebellion, a powerful statement that we will not be mindlessly swept away by currents of immediacy. It's a profound commitment to ourselves, our well-being, and the quality of our interactions. In essence, reflecting before reacting is more than a useful practice. It's a guiding philosophy, a conscious way of life championing depth over breadth, understanding over impulsivity, and meaningful connections over fleeting ones. It's an inward journey with profound outward implications, shaping our responses and the very fabric of our lives. This brings us to lesson number 3, consciously and consistently practice dispassion. In a world often resembling an emotional roller coaster, where intense feelings are frequently glorified, practicing dispassion might initially sound out of place, or even cold, but Stoic dispassion isn't suppressing emotions, becoming numb, or cultivating indifference. Far from it, it's about diligently cultivating a balanced, objective perspective, a profound, unshakable inner calm that can be maintained even amidst life's most turbulent storms. Imagine observing events, challenging situations, difficult people, and even your own powerful emotions with clear-headed clarity and rational composure, without being immediately overwhelmed or consumed by them. That is Stoic dispassion, the art of feeling fully, yet responding wisely. Think of watching a gripping movie. You feel tension, excitement, sadness, but a part of your mind, the observer, always knows it's just a movie. You experience the emotions, but you're not lost in them to the point of losing your sense of self. You observe, you feel, but you remain calmly seated, aware of the distinction between the screen narrative and your reality. This is the core of practicing Stoic dispassion in life, being deeply engaged, authentically feeling life's emotions, but also cultivating the wisdom to remain metaphorically seated in the calm theater of your own mind, watching the drama unfold, externally and internally, without getting hopelessly entangled or swept away. This approach is a lifeline in our age of information overload. Reacting passionately to every piece of news or social media update would leave us perpetually exhausted. Dispassion offers a crucial protective buffer, allowing us to engage more selectively, mindfully, and sustainably. Dispassion also plays a pivotal role in our interpersonal relationships. We've all been where conversations get heated and disagreements arise. In such moments, practicing dispassion can be the critical difference between a productive discussion and a damaging argument. It allows us to listen more effectively, truly hearing the other's perspective. Even if we disagree, it empowers us to respond thoughtfully from reason, rather than reacting impulsively from ego or raw emotion. It equips us to navigate conflicts with greater understanding, patience, and grace. This ability is not a sign of coldness, but of profound emotional maturity. Cultivating Stoic dispassion begins with heightened, consistent self-awareness, regularly checking in with ourselves, recognizing our emotional triggers, and understanding our habitual reaction patterns. This diligent internal work creates that vital psychological space between stimulus and response. Within that space lies true freedom, the freedom to choose our reactions, to act with intention and virtue. And while dispassion might sound like detachment from life's joys, it paradoxically enhances them by not being overly attached to specific outcomes, by not clinging to fleeting pleasures or constantly fearing inevitable losses. We can more fully immerse ourselves in life's journey, savoring each moment without that gnawing fear of change. Practicing dispassion is about finding and maintaining a dynamic equilibrium in an ever-changing world. It's an internal compass pointing towards inner peace, guiding us with grace and resilience. By embracing this, we enrich our lives and bring a valued sense of calm to those around us, which leads to a practical tool for maintaining this equilibrium. Lesson number 4. Regularly and honestly ask yourself, will this truly matter in 5 years? Life constantly tests our patience, resilience, and perspective with both minor inconveniences and significant challenges. In the heat of the moment, when emotions run high, it's incredibly easy to get swept up. A missed deadline, a critical comment, or a forgotten anniversary can feel like the end of the world. But this simple yet profoundly powerful question acts as a mental time machine, instantly transporting us to a future vantage point. Suddenly, that heated argument or missed opportunity is seen in a different, less catastrophic light. The humbling truth is, most things we intensely fret about today will become forgotten footnotes. Consider your major worries from 5 years ago. How many still hold significant weight? This realization is both humbling and liberating. Using this question as a regular mental touchstone helps prioritize our concerns and emotional energy, distinguishing short-term setbacks from long-term implications. A bad day at work, overwhelming now, often shrinks to its proper proportion when viewed against a decades-long career. Just one day, one learning experience. This perspective powerfully fosters resilience. Reminding ourselves of the bigger picture reduces anxiety and promotes effective problem solving. Instead of getting bogged down, we can strategize, adapt, and move forward. Knowing time often brings clarity. But this isn't just about minimizing current concerns, it also powerfully encourages us to focus on what truly and enduringly matters. If we desire our lives to have lasting significance, we must consciously invest in meaningful relationships, continuous personal growth, our core values, and the creation of positive experiences. In a world often emphasizing the now, the question, will this truly matter in 5 years, is a vital, grounding beacon. It guides us towards a life of greater purpose, broader perspective, and more profound peace. By regularly revisiting it, we navigate life's ups and downs with far more grace and composure, ensuring our energy is wisely directed towards what truly counts. And a fantastic way to cultivate this reflective practice is through lesson number 5. Diligently keep a Stoic journal. The act of journaling, consciously committing one's thoughts, feelings, and reflections to a private space, has been celebrated for centuries as an invaluable tool for introspection, growth, and clarity. The Stoics, with their central emphasis on self-awareness, rational thought, and continuous personal betterment, were no strangers to this practice. The Stoic journal, however, is more than a mere diary. It is a dedicated space for intentional reflection, for an honest dialogue with oneself, for meticulously dissecting emotions, decisions, and reactions against the bedrock of personal values. It's where the external world meets your internal landscape. Imagine ending your day, not by aimlessly scrolling social media, but by taking quiet moments to recount in writing not just what happened, but more importantly, how you responded and why. Why did a particular comment upset you? What underlying belief was triggered? Conversely, what sparks that unexpected burst of joy? By consistently dissecting our day in this manner, With non-judgmental curiosity, we begin to understand the hidden patterns of our own psyche. We see our recurring triggers, the values genuinely guiding our decisions, and the habits shaping our lives. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations was his personal journal, a space to guide himself, remind himself of Stoic principles, and navigate immense challenges with wisdom. It was his private dialogue, a tool for survival and virtuous leadership. You don't need to be an emperor to benefit. In our modern lives, filled with distractions and a constant barrage of information, consciously setting aside time for introspection is even more crucial. This daily check-in brings remarkable clarity. Over time, it leads to profound insights. You might notice certain situations repeatedly cause stress, prompting you to address them or change your perspective. You might discover that practices like gratitude or mindfulness consistently elevate your mood. The patterns emerging from these reflections serve as an invaluable, personalized roadmap for your continuous personal growth. Beyond insights, the Stoic journal powerfully fosters accountability. Committing to daily reflection makes it harder to ignore repeated mistakes or lapses in judgment when they're written in our own hand. Instead, we're prompted to learn, adapt, and grow. In essence, keeping a Stoic journal is like having a wise, patient, non-judgmental friend perpetually by your side, always ready to listen, help reflect, and gently guide you back towards your highest principles. It's a profound commitment to understanding oneself more deeply and living a life authentically aligned with one's most cherished values. This private space allows for the radical honesty with oneself that is often prerequisite for significant personal transformation. This commitment to growth prepares us for lesson number 6, learning to see obstacles as genuine opportunities for growth. The world is undeniably rife with challenges, an inherent part of the human experience. But what if, instead of instinctively viewing challenges solely as burdens or unwelcome impediments, we could learn to see them as opportunities in disguise, as hidden invitations to grow stronger? The Stoics held a remarkably powerful perspective on adversity. They firmly believed that while we cannot always control external events, we always retain the sovereign power to control our internal interpretation and response. This fundamental shift transforms challenges from mere setbacks into invaluable lessons, potent catalysts for profound growth. Marcus Aurelius encapsulated this beautifully. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This means every obstacle, every difficulty, no matter how daunting, can actually propel us forward, if we consciously choose to see it as an opportunity for growth. Consider a mighty river encountering a massive boulder. It doesn't stop, it finds a way around, perhaps by patiently eroding the boulder or by powerfully carving a new path. The obstacle becomes an agent of change. Similarly, challenges can redirect our paths, often leading to unexpected but ultimately beneficial outcomes we hadn't imagined. A job loss might lead to a more fulfilling career. A failed relationship might pave the way for crucial self-discovery and healthier future connections. This Stoic perspective actively fosters resilience. Viewing challenges as opportunities makes us more adaptable and willing to face adversity head-on with courage. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we begin to ask, "What can I learn from this? How can this shape me for the better?" This doesn't mean seeking challenges or dismissing genuine hardship. It's about courageously recognizing that within every challenge lies hidden potential, a dormant seed of opportunity. By consciously nurturing this seed with a positive perspective, patience, and perseverance, we transform obstacles into powerful stepping stones, leading us towards greater growth, wisdom, and lasting fulfillment. And this brings us to the heart-opening practice of lesson number 7, deliberately and consistently practice gratitude. In the vast tapestry of human emotions, Gratitude truly stands out like a radiant, golden thread, weaving moments of joy, contentment, and perspective into our daily lives. While gratitude can arise spontaneously, the Stoics believed in the deliberate, conscious practice of gratitude, making it a daily ritual to anchor oneself in the present and appreciate life's myriad blessings. Both monumental and beautifully mundane, gratitude, in this deeper Stoic sense, is far more than a polite thank you. It's a profound acknowledgement of the countless forces, moments, people, and even challenges that enrich our lives. It's about consciously recognizing beauty in the mundane, lessons in challenges, and appreciating the fleeting, precious nature of every experience. Seneca wisely remarked, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." This encapsulates gratitude, being deeply rooted in the present, cherishing every moment as a gift. Consider the simple pleasures often taken for granted: the sun's warmth, laughter, a shared meal, the very breath that sustains us. Pausing to appreciate these magnifies their beauty. Practicing gratitude also counterbalances our tendency to focus on what's lacking or future uncertainties. Shifting focus to what we have cultivates contentment, reduces envy, and enhances well-being. How to cultivate this? Simply start or end your day listing 3 things you're genuinely grateful for. Over time, this transforms your outlook, making you more receptive to blessings and resilient to challenges. Furthermore, expressing gratitude openly strengthens relationships, nurturing bonds and fostering mutual respect. In a world emphasizing more, gratitude is a gentle reminder of the abundance already existing. It's a call to celebrate the present, embrace life with open arms, and tread the path of existence with a heart full of thanks. As the sun metaphorically sets on our exploration for today, we're left with the resonant, timeless echoes of this ancient Stoic wisdom, still so incredibly relevant in our modern world. How will you choose to harness these 7 powerful lessons to consciously shape your tomorrow? Your responses, your inner peace, we're genuinely eager to hear your thoughts, your reflections, and your own unique experiences with these principles. Please, do share your valuable insights in the comments section below, and let's continue this enriching, collective journey of self-discovery and emotional mastery together. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this video and found true value in our discussion today. And I am truly thankful for you joining us on this exploration. Until next time, my friends, may you always strive to stay curious in your learning, stay firmly grounded in your principles, and never, ever stop seeking wisdom.